Hey buddies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon. Today we're looking again at pictures. This is my third video on actually how to play this game, but the first back in the UK, back under decent lighting, getting a weighing in, etc. This is my SPIEL.digital playlist because this did win Game of the Year, I think in the year 2000. We have a score pad, it happens to just be one-sided, and check out also my how to set up play and review playlist, the AmassGames playlist, the Family Mate playlist, the board game review playlist, amongst many others. It's all going in there. So there's no actual theme talked about in this game in particular, and for some reason the insert doesn't seem to align with the back of the box. I can always change that around. But the aim of the game is to kind of get the most points. What you're going to be doing is firstly, you're going to, there's no, like I said, there's no theme, but what you're looking to be doing is basically placing out these coordinates. And if you have any questions, always do let me know via the comments best on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. So various letters, code names has a kind of similarity to it, whereby you're trying to clue up and tell people what it is that you are trying to get people to guess. And the way that's going to work is using various items. You're going to have things such as shoelaces, which you might have spotted over here a second ago. That'll put you back in shot in a second. And for any errata, do check out the description on YouTube as well. Also head through to Instagram, check out photos there, the discussion on Facebook, the podcast, etc. So you can draw these cards, we can do them the other way up if we want to. So we need to make a bit more space. But we have this chipmunk, so you might have heard those marble token stone things. So would you think that's suitable? Well, they are a sort of right kind of colour, so maybe it's a colour thing you're trying to go for. We've also got hands, we can talk about that in a second. There's some other clue cards we can give, but we've also got tunnels or something, so again, that's kind of round. Maybe you want to use that as a clue, who knows? By all means, please do, of course, as always, like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. We've got a car, so maybe again we use something circular for wheels, something square. For that, we've got a boat, so maybe something involving, I don't know, waves. And again, these can be any orientation, it depends. So in this case, it'd be that way around. But just in terms of the shot, let's do like we have a boy. That's going to come across. I know that's not quite in shot. But I thought I'd just not zoom in or zoom out anymore because it does affect the fidelity of the image and the quality. So we've got mountain bike. You remember that one before? So there's a few more things to do, but I'm going to leave a little bit of space just to show how it's going to work. So what we're going to be doing is distributing up each of these, what they're called arbitrary materials. So basically have a pixel thing, which is extremely cool. That's the best thing I find about the game in terms of the creativity. Everyone's going to take a different things. You're going to have like wooden blocks. You're going to have string, which you can use to make stuff. You might have some cards. So you can use up to 3 cards as an example. And you can say, I don't know, ball. A kid uses a ball, or lightning bolt, or whatever it might be. And we're going to keep on going. And in terms of the pictures, what you're going to do is have this. So if you might have this out, and I don't know, imagine you happen to use all of it. You show it like this, i.e. you want to look at it from this direction. That's what these orientation markers represent. So that's how that's going to look. Again, speaking out of pixel one, I'm going to quickly show you that now. What you're going to be doing is you are going to be pulling out the coordinate tokens as well. So let me show you how that works in a second. But firstly, let me just quickly show you something that might be going on, maybe even help you to help guess what it might be too. So in this case, we're going to make a shape, I don't know, got white. Again, limited, finite amount of stuff that you can use, but you've got white down the bottom, maybe you've got blue for some reason, and black at the top. And hopefully you probably rule out this, because it's green at the bottom. That's got red, there's no red. There is blue here, but there's no red at the bottom. So that's the kind of thing that you're needing to do. You will have to use all of these 9 cubes, but again, you've got a good variety of them. So, you're going to shuffle up all of those 91 photo cards. Again, they are double-sided, and place 16 out. As you can see, I'm doing a 4x4 grid just with a bit of space to show a bit of creativity as well. Then you're going to place all these coordinate tokens in the bag. But then what's going to happen is everyone's going to take, again, one of these different 5 types of shapes. You're then going to look at your secret thing, okay, and then see what it might be. In this case, I want somebody, or everybody else, to be guessing D1. So I'm clued in on red. However, what you need to be aware of is you can't necessarily use this thing. You've got to use what you've been given, which might be fine for this, because stones and sticks, you make houses of them. In fact, there is actually some wood in the picture. That is something that you could be considering. Just to let you know, this has been published by PD Verlag, a German company, and it's been designed by Daniela and Christian Storr. So what you're going to be looking is everyone at the same time simultaneously is going to be rebuilding the image of their secret image, their secret photo card, with the materials that they have already been given. And again, you've got to make it so it's recognizable. When everyone has done that, what you're going to be doing is everyone's going to write your name. So you're going to write your name on a score pad. There's going to be a number of rounds as well. And what you're looking to do is basically write down your name and write down what you think that person drew. So my name's Simon. out of this one, Daniela is going to be writing down, okay, I don't know, D1, and someone else might put this one down, etc. So they might put different things down. Once everyone's done it 3 times, that's basically how it's going to continue going. And just to let you know, sometimes there are more than one of these. There's actually 3 of every coordinate value. So more than one person, I have seen this happen a few times, may end up having to draw what you've drawn. Of course, you're using this, someone else is using wood and rock. Obviously, someone's just using wood, so that might be enough. Again, a car is tricky because obviously a car isn't made of wood, but you've got to do something, so you might not try and use wheels, you might try and use a block. A block on its own might be enough, who knows? Again, every game is pretty different. So what you're going to be doing is once everyone has done that, everybody is then going to be checking what those clues were to make sure it's correct. So before one player reveals their coordinates token, other players are going to name their guesses just for a bit of fun. So you can say, well, I think it's this because of whatever reason. You don't have to add a reason, but you can just say, I think it's this one. And then what's going to happen, you can do that reveal. So the player whose photo was up for guessing is going to receive, obviously, points. So then you're going to reveal, again, if you happen to be the clue giver for this one. So if I happen to be going first, then I'm going to reveal it. And any player who guessed it correctly receives a point. The player whose photo was up for guesses also receives 1 point for each correct guess by every other player too. So again, you can get a point, and anybody else who also got it correctly gets a point if they happen to correctly guess that particular card that you've used. So as an example, if in a 5-player game, I don't know, I've guessed, let's say, I could score 5 points, and the way that would work in a 5-player game is I've correctly guessed 2 other people's photos. Somebody has, or 3 people have guessed my one correctly. So I've scored 3 points for people guessing my one. So I've done a good drawing, and I've been good at guessing their drawing. So I score 5 points. 3, again, just to remind you, because I did a suitable, image, obviously using my picture items, and 2 points elsewhere too. The game happens, like I said, over 5 rounds. So you're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, and then do that final thing too. Sorry, names, 5 rounds. Then you're going to tally up. So I might have got 5 points, 3 for being guessed, and 2 for guessing correctly as well. Tally up and see who the final score is, and basically whoever scored the most points is going to be the winner. In case of a tie, all participating people who happen to get that tie happened to win. As you can see, really simple rules. I can see why it won Game of the Year. I think it did surprise lots of people. It hasn't gone on well with some people. I think it's fantastic. I think it's great. Definitely above average for me, average rating being a 6.4 at time recording. This is at least an 8 for me. Highly enjoy it, and I think it's quick to get to the table. It's nice. Again, I think I like it more than others, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame because I think it's great. I mean, there are some expansions. I think I've played with at least one. There are other videos on the channel, again, for pictures, so please Google AmassGames pictures, and you will find those other ones too. Like I said, great game. I really enjoy it. I think it's great. I think so. I can definitely see why it won Game of the Year. Again, Game of the Year, SPIEL.digital is the most prestigious Game of the Year award. It's very much like the Academy Awards or something like that. And the way it's been decided, it has to be replayable, fun, easy to teach, and family friendly. That's the 4 key criteria, and I can absolutely agree that it does meet all of those merits as well. Like I said, you've got the string. I mean, I have left in the bag for now, but yeah, you can simply imagine how you might well do that. I'm happy to do another video if you wish to. So do let me know. Like I said, I've really enjoyed this one. Do you think it should have won? Again, simple title as well. It works effectively. And that's it. That's been pictures. Again, lots of other videos I've played. Over half of the SPIEL.digital winning games have correctly predicted numerous ones. And like I said, there's good variety. Just to let you know, what is going to happen is of those various materials. So we have set 1 happens to be these colored pixel ones. Set 2 is the wooden blocks. Set 3 are the string, 4 of the cards, and 5 are these stones and wood. Now, if you're playing less than 5, you're able to basically, everything is going to be passed off the first round to the next player. And the reason that's important is with fewer than 5 players, there's always going to be a choice of 2 different things that you can pick. However, you've got to pick the thing before you see what your coordinate card is going to be. And that can be really telling as to what you can do. So some people might think, oh, I know pixels, I think they're the best every time. But sometimes, maybe not. Maybe you find there's something more interesting. And I do find there's good variety going on there too. But thank you very much for watching. Enjoy pictures. Like I said, fun artwork as well. Obviously, as you can tell why there is so many expansions. And yeah, for now, back to the table.